No tea, straight seasoned in the situation. Salt and Peppa podcast, it's the nation. Melanation, you know what it mean. I will always show love to my queens. No tea, straight seasoned in the situation. Salt and Peppa podcast, it's the nation. Melanation, college educated, hustlepreneurs, you can't hate it.
Hello, and we're back for S&P Monday, S&P Monday, S&P Monday. It's official, that's it. I like that. Are you alto, soprano?
I don't know.
You just blended?
Yeah, I was just trying to harmonize.
Me too, I caught myself the blender.
Period.
I just
And
mesh
two
in.
blenders, it just makes a whole choir.
I just mesh in. Just put me in whatever section you need me in. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to S&P Monday. Thank y'all for tuning in to our Facebook and YouTube audience. Hi. Hi, S&P fam.
It's your girl Sault.
And your girl Peppa.
We coming to give you
No tea, straight seasoning. We're just two best friends.
Giving our views.
And our perspectives.
On this thing called life.
Pow, 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 pow. I think I just want a sound machine now just for that. Just for that. Like, I blame Quran. I blame Quran.
Hype.
Because it was like, we went so long without it, that one night of having it, and it was everything was perfect timing too.
Everything.
Now, I don't think we can hire him for every Monday. We just figure it out as we go. But yeah, you know, we are. Bum, 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 bum.
I feel like Kevin Hart when I say that for some reason.
Because he always does. Did you watch his new movie? It was good. Netflix.
Which
it was
one?
good.
I think I seen it.
I think it's called Me Time. Have Me on the Floor.
No. I seen a preview for it though.
Have Me on the Floor. I think Kevin Hart is the perfect example of movie funny, but I don't think he's stand-up funny.
He was though.
He was stand-up funny prior to having a team writing his jokes.
Yeah.
Now with a team and being such big person,
He's so commercial now.
I like him in movies. I like when they let him ad-lib in movies.
Ooh. Wow.
It's a nice glass.
Wow. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Wine taste. Yeah.
Ooh,
What is hitting for?
right here.
What is hitting for?
Mine's might actually be a red.
Okay.
A little bit of a blend there.
I love the imagination.
Yeah.
How was your day, Bess?
It was a day. My baby started school today.
Did you cry?
I did, but I didn't cry because he was starting. I cried because the summer was ending, and I was so busy this summer that I feel like a horrible mom because I didn't do anything with my baby. I got checked in many different ways by a couple different people, but
I don't think you should feel horrible, though. I think sometimes that's life. Like, you were juggling school during the summer, work. Other people was able to do stuff with him, so he got to do stuff. It's just you probably didn't spend as much time with him as you liked. But in his little mind, you gave him all the time that was needed. So you can't beat yourself up about that stuff.
Okay.
Period.
Told you I was checked by different people in different ways. This is another one.
Yeah, you just can't beat yourself up about it. If that was the case, I would have beat myself up when I was working 2 jobs. And my time was very thin with my kids. But at the same time, adulting is ghetto. It's a ghetto-ass hood to live in.
I don't want to live here no more.
It's ghetto as fuck. I want to live back in the hood of residing in my parents' house. Yeah. Like, I want to go back to when my mama paid the bills. Like, I don't want to adult anymore.
This is not cute.
Whoever said this was a necessary part of life, fuck you. With all due respect, I honestly say, fuck you. Whoever said you have to turn adult and your parents can no longer take care of you, screw you and the woman you came out with.
I don't like it here. I just want to go back.
I don't really want to go back.
No,
there was a lot of rules and stipulations.
I don't know if I want to go back.
it was a lot of rules and stipulations there, so I don't know if I want to go back. But yeah.
I think, did I have rules and stipulations?
Nah, we was free. I'm just saying for other people there might have been rules and stipulations.
Because I think we've been doing this. Doing this was a thing.
Yeah, I don't know about nobody else's parents, but our mamas let us rock.
Yeah, as long as y'all come home alive, no bruises, no scratches. They didn't even care about bruises and scratches. You got your limbs?
I was about to say, long as the story was you whooped ass. You whooped ass? Alright, cool. We all got war marks.
Everybody got arrested? Oh, okay. Keep going.
No, but go ahead. Tell us your Sault had a very intriguing,
I had a
thought-provoking situation.
Yeah, it was just a thought process. Story. Went to the gas station and I seen a very good friend of a man in my life, and he automatically came. My baby love him, so they was talking. He bought the baby in the store to get whatever he wanted out the gas station, and they came back all happy, both of them juice and candy in hand. I said, well, hey Chanel, did you want a protein bar or something? He gonna say protein bar is nasty. But anyway,
it's
I said, is that how it feels to have a baby daddy? Like, granted, some of y'all know my situation, and it's been a while, so I'm able to make light of it. I'm like, is that how it feel to have a baby daddy? And he was like, yeah. I said, well, that don't feel good. It's just like, okay,
cold.
Here. It's all about the baby, never mind you. But that wasn't the whole thought process. It was, I pulled off, and I realized, damn, man, I had to pump my own gas. And it's like, not saying that he's not a man. I don't want him to take this personal at all. But I called the man that I'm in my life, whose friend it is, and I'm telling him, like, yeah, I just seen him at the gas station, and I'm like, I had to pump my own gas too. He said, I realized that men be weird about stuff like that now. Like, if you pump your friend's girlfriend's gas, that friend might feel some type of way about it. And it's like, why? And then it brought me back to when I was in the barbershop with a bunch of men. I'm the only female that worked there. Every man that walked through the door, he would literally go give the 5 men that I'm working with that and not say nothing to me. They'll go to the clients and give them that. The kids in the barbershop and give them that. And they wouldn't say nothing to me. And I used to let it slide for a little bit, but then I used to be like, hi, how are you?
I'm here.
Nice to meet you. And everybody in the shop used to be like, oh, Chanel just being catty. That used to be that thing. Chanel just being catty. And it's like, no, I'm human. And I'm the only woman in here. Y'all not even gonna show me a little bit of respect about, hey, how you doing? You ain't got to touch me, nothing. Just say how you doing. And I feel this way because I asked somebody one time, I think this is probably his 4th time coming in here, not saying nothing to me. I said, can I ask you a question? Why you don't speak to me when you see me? You speak to everybody in here. Why you don't speak to me? He was like, oh, honestly, I thought maybe you was somebody girl.
But what I gotta do with anything?
So why would you not speak to me? And for my man, wouldn't it be disrespectful to him to blatantly ignore his girl? Like, I just don't understand that. So it's like, what is it? This was the whole thing. What is that? What?
I came up with the conclusion of the times have changed. Men characteristics and morals have changed. So, and emotions have changed. Let's admit, men are, in this day and age, I have witnessed, be more in tune with emotions and what some people would consider to be over emotional because they're expressing more than the average male that we're used to. So you got that one aspect of it, right? And then you got the times have changed. Women have become more independent. Let's be real. We on this FREE, fuck nigga free. So when you got that going on, it's like pump your own gas. Like You pulled up to the gas station playing Glorilla, but you looking for me to pump your gas. Nah, you fuck nigga free, right? Pump your own gas. So you got that aspect of it, and then it's also mixed with, it could be over considerate and under considerate at the same time, because that's where the morality come into play. A lot of people, I don't know about nobody else, but when I was raised, when you walk into a room, you say hi to everybody regardless of who's connected with who or whatever. It's just a general hi, everybody. You don't have to individualize the hi.
One person in the room you don't like,
exactly.
You just say, hey,
everybody. And you keep it pushing, and then you could go on to your individual bang, 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 get a little bit more personal, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to men, and men, if y'all listening, feel free to chime in.
Please.
When it comes to men, it's just more so in the lines of, I think I can't even blame the men, to be honest.
I was about to say who's
dropping
the ball.
I kind of want to be devil's advocate and be like, this is what women have been asking for.
Who's dropping the ball?
But now that it's being delivered, we don't like it. Mm-hmm. And then we expect men to differentiate the times in which we want it to happen or don't want it to happen, or the times in which we are approachable or are approachable. Or we expect them to know this without giving off anything.
You ain't gotta come for me.
But I'm just saying.
I know
I'm
when
saying.
to admit my faults, and I am very strong by myself.
That's a fact.
And even in relationship, it's not even like I feel the need. It's just a natural thing for me to continue to be the strong individual that I am. I could see you reaching for the door, and my hand already was in the process. So
but
I'm
why?
grab it myself.
But why?
I don't know.
But I think that's what it is. Women. Hear me loud and clear, and I really don't honestly give a flying fuck who take offense to this.
Right.
Because I already tell you, I was born at the wrong time. Mm-hmm. I believe I should have been born in a generation where there was still housewives, chivalry was alive, kicking and breathing, and running and wild and rampant. Because baby, if it's one thing I'm going to always do is allow a man to be a man. And I think this day and age, women have forgot when to step back and let your man be the man, or let your partner be your partner. Because there's nothing wrong with, I was reaching for it, but you know what? Go ahead. Because you're killing.
But look, now
but you're also killing the chivalry in the men that is left.
I learned to step back, and now I be like, oh, you're not gonna open my door?
But then that's like, now I don't want to open your. It's really a fine line of how we're gonna go about it, because I realized in my previous relationship, long time ago, guys, not the engagement, long time ago. Mm-hmm. I was so used to paying all my bills and buying myself anything I wanted to treat myself to, that when he did get something or something, it didn't feel as I appreciated it as if I got it myself. And he was just like, sometimes I just feel so demasculated in those moments, because as a man thing, I see you already got everything done. The least I could do is this. And it's just, it still feel like be a minimum or not enough or whatever. So I've learned small things, big things, medium things, when to allow my person to be my person. When to allow regardless of what sex I'm in a relationship, when to allow that dominant trait to have its time, because we all have to have its time. Like even out in public, allow your man to be alpha in public, and baby, when he come home, take off his cape and then enjoy him as a beta, because a lot of men don't know when to turn that off.
I think mine specifically comes from women in my feeling. Like, there's literally we have a bare minimum of men in my family.
Whew, sorry y'all, go ahead.
Whew. Yeah, I just come from a strong line of women. I didn't see my mother in a relationship. Like, my mother and my father was married, but I was a baby. I don't remember any of it at all. I didn't even like.
You ever think they was married?
Like, damn, y'all got married? When? Where was I at?
I don't even think y'all was married for real.
I think they got divorced when I was 2. But I watched all of my aunts be single.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I've witnessed them in relationship, but a majority of my life, all of the women in my family have been single. My grandmother's the only one that's married.
Mm.
And even if I've witnessed people in relationships, I'm witnessing them in some dumbass relationships that I don't want no part of, where I feel like the man is not being a man. So then the woman has to kind of take over.
And then, honestly, it's some relationships that are like that. But unfortunately, as humans, we learn by untaught behaviors, and that's just by watching other people and what they go through. And us as women, especially depending on where and how you grew up, 9 out of 10 times for us, we see more broken homes than we see 2-parent households. So you already have that mindset of, I'm gonna make it happen regardless. Right? Then as you go into adulthood and not adulthood, but you growing up, you actually get to pay attention to your parent relationships and the stupidity that goes on in them and the stuff they think they hiding, but they really not. The arguments you overhear, how they handle them. You witness all this stuff, and then you witness on top, I don't know about y'all, my mom carried a lot of those relationships. So without actually her teaching me, she showed me, and I'm thinking, okay, in every relationship I go into, regardless of what, I gotta hold my own, and if that person need it, hold theirs too. Not fully understanding the concept. That's not a healthy relationship. That's then codependency. They are codependent upon you, making something happen for them that's solely beneficial to only them. No, I'm all set.
I think I was told, I was probably like 19, 20. That I was told, you being a little too strong.
I get told that all the time.
You need to soften up. Like, it's not really giving woman. You just being a little too strong. But now I can say, I want to say a couple months ago we had a conversation where I think it was more understood, because then when you're in a relationship with me and you are around my family and you see the dynamic, you can see where I get it from. So you know the areas where you kind of have to make me sit back, allow, like, kind of like, I guess, retraining my brain that there's a man here for a reason. Because even I'm the type that if I order a bedroom set and it come while you not home, I'm about to start putting it together. It's like, yo, why you doing this? And it's like, it came and I wanted to put it up. And it's like, you ain't think to call me and say, hey, the bedroom set came? Maybe I would have been here, like, at least helping you put it together.
I think that could go into several things, because it make me think, I don't know, with me, I don't give a fuck if it's just a screw in the light bulb. I'm calling you.
Oh, see, I'm not.
Because and it's not even that I just want you to do those things for me. I more so, my love language is action. Acts of kindness. That's one, and words of affirmation and stuff like that. So if I know, 1, this will fulfill my love language. 2, it will bring you joy as the head of this, fulfilling this task or whatever. Boo, it's a win-win, baby. We're gonna have good sex tonight.
That's not my first thought. My first thought just
but is that so? Then is that my whole thing? Is that your person then? Is that because I know if it's as simple as a flat tire, whether I got AAA or not, my partner on the other end of the phone, babe, I can't believe. But if your mindset is not to call that person, is that your sound partner?
I feel like it's certain situations.
So you mean to tell me you'll call him for a flat tire, but your ass is not calling to put together an 80-piece bedroom set? But you'll call me and be like, Bess, come over. I got some furniture for us to put together.
My thing is, I feel like men don't read directions and they don't use all the screws.
So this is where, and then you're limiting the man in your life.
Yeah, I know.
You put limits on him because I don't give a shit whether I know. If I know you're not good at reading a direction, baby, this gonna turn into quality time. So now you're putting together.
Together.
Listen, now
I put Zayn crib together. I put his dresser together. And when I was putting his, mind you, I was 9 months pregnant, putting the crib together. His father was like, "Stop it." And I'm like, okay, well, let me just hold this
You're
up.
bugging.
Let me just do, I have to do something.
Even
if I'm handing you the screws and holding the piece together.
You know who I am as a person.
Yeah.
I cannot sit down. I cannot do something. I cannot participate in the activity. However, I've learned how to participate but still take the back seat. So if I know you're not good at reading directions, baby, I'm going to leave you the pieces, the screws, the tools, and I'm going to sit here with the paper and be like, yeah, because A go to F and F is connect to G. And I'm going to be the person to read it out to you, show you. I might even do a little pointing. But it's going to get done.
I put the box in Zane's room and I closed the door and I said, take care of that baby.
No, ma'am. And I also think, overall in this day and age, the dynamics of relationships and the roles of men and women have become so blurred and skewed and shifted so much. Nobody know what goddamn rules to follow. So as much as I want to be like, men got overly emotional and kind of insecure as time went on, women got too fucking manly. Like, let's be honest. I had to check myself several times because I love Glorilla. But, baby, bitch needs somebody.
You don't want to keep screaming F-I-E-E.
It's not even that part. It's the S-I-E. Again? I'm single again? God damn. That's the most... I don't want to sing that part of the song. I'm not manifesting that into my life.
First off, would she be spelling it? I gotta stop for a second.
Like, did I spell it right?
I don't sing that part because I can't sing that part. I can't keep up with it.
I'm S-I-N-G-L-E.
I know the F-R-E-E though.
But again, that's what get me. Again, how many times we gonna be again?
Because the word, the amount of letters don't add up to the rhythm in my mind. That's why I just stopped. Because she say again to kind of make it stretch in there.
Yeah,
it's too much.
But I don't wanna. And it's just, women, I love y'all. I am one. I stand with us. But at some point in time, I mean, I really want to meet with the Women Coalition or Counter Corner, whatever y'all want to be called. And I just need to figure out who said we want jobs. I need to figure out who said...
They thought they wanted it until
who
it happened.
Said that we wanted independence? Who said this because... She need to tussle at this point in life because y'all doing too much. Y'all going overboard now.
Yeah.
Now it's I don't need a man for nothing.
I don't think I really appreciate, because I do feel like we were all put here to be with somebody.
Yeah.
And I look at one of my friends' marriage. I think I really only have one friend that's married. And I feel like that's a shame. At this age.
Hold on. I tried twice, bitch.
You know what?
I'm
gonna talk to y'all.
I almost made it. They said the third time the charm, so never know.
Third time's the charm. We're gonna keep that right there. But I look at their marriage and they complete each other. Like how you think in your head, like, oh yeah, I want to be married. That's exactly what it is with them. Like, you can see it open and loudly. They complete each other. Like, she do X, Y, and Z, he do X, Y, and Z. And it all meets right here. If she don't want to do this, and this, she don't have to do it. Because he understands. Like, it's like they got an unspoken, like, genuine, true
so it may love. It may be unspoken to everybody on the outside, but
they already talked about it.
I was about to say that's something they probably discussed prior to marriage. Like,
and it ain't for us to see because they already got their shit figured out.
And that's one thing I could agree with the shift in time between men and women, creating your own rules within your household or the own dynamic of which your relationship or marriage can work. Because that whole cut and dry black and white marriage ain't working for everybody. But to be able now, and it's acceptable more to create your own rules, boundaries of how your relationship or marriage should look like, so each person feel fulfilled, whether it's individual or within the relationship. It's a win-win. I appreciate that because, baby, moving forward, I make my own rules. I mean, we could agree on some, but I already got 5.
You already got 5 rules?
Yeah. I hope they come with 5 too. You should have some type of expectation of what you will and not allow. I got a top 5 of this is what I'm not accepting.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the confusion can be eliminated if people actually knew how to date. Like I feel like the dating process is like rushed nowadays. Where it's kind of
there's no dating process. It depends on what age you is. It's what age you are. Ooh, somebody gonna try to come for me. This is not Grammarly. I think it depends on what age you are, because at our age, ain't nobody about to be courting forever.
Yeah, no.
At this point, we all
but
know
that's what I mean.
want.
Like when in the younger years, I feel like those are in your early years when you don't even know what you want to do for your career.
Well, no, bump your career with yourself, period.
Why are you in a relationship?
Why are you getting married? Y'all just some undirected people.
What are y'all doing? Now, granted, I think there are some people that actually figured it out. They got married when they was 21 and they still married and they 55.
But honestly, those are people who had plans. Whether it was a 5 year, 6 year, so we didn't see it happening right away, but they had a plan they were working on, and both partners agreed to go through the struggle phase together. That is an agreement on its own. Yeah. You can't just drag somebody into that. Nah, baby, that gotta be agreed upon. To struggle? Yeah. In a marriage? Yeah. We gotta agree. That's a locked in struggle.
I want to tell my baby, just have fun. You young.
I'm really gonna tell my kids.
As many people as you want to date. Just be honest with all of them.
No, hold up. You're not gonna turn our kids into whores.
I said be honest. If you being honest, you're not a whore if you being honest.
Yeah, but you ain't about to be dating 12 people at a time and just figure because you honest with 12.
But they gotta figure out that's gonna be too much for them. That's too much for any human being.
I don't think it would be for Titus. He seemed like a great multitasker. I'm just saying. Pray for all
First off, I don't want to hear none of this. Okay. So that's why they're not going to be dating so many people.
I got a question.
Baby going to come home stressed.
I got a question. Have men gotten more insecure and emotional with time, or women have become more emotionless or uncaring to men's emotions?
I feel like they go hand in hand. Okay. I do feel like it started with the woman becoming more emotionless. And then the man comes back and counteracts it with insecurities. And it's like, because you so strong that it makes them feel less of a man. So they have more pheromones now. And we have more testosterone. It's like it's switching.
You mean estrogen?
Estrogen. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I got you back.
It has did a
I mean nah. I don't think hormones are switching. I think women have asked for men to voice their opinions and emotions for so long now that it's happening. It's like, bitch, I don't care. You should have did it when I asked. I think that's the problem with women, because we're over it. You should have been doing this.
I was asking
20 years ago.
Girl, don't be hitting my baby.
That was a man forehead, girl. I'm over it.
I feel like, because in the beginning, it'd be like, okay, let's
talk.
Communicate. Yes. Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out so we don't have these problems. We love the vibe right now. Let's just have it be cute. Then your ass start fucking lying and shit. And then you wondering why.
You got a flashback?
And you wonder why. Now I'm like, oh.
I don't even think that got to do with the emotions. I think people just start lying because they try to be somebody they're not in the honeymoon phase, instead of being like, bitch, this is who I am.
I think that's why I be so offended, because
heartbreak.
I've always given me, because I've learned in early years, you can't be somebody different with somebody that you want to be with. Mm-mm. So I've always wholeheartedly been myself. If I'm going to get mad about something, I'm going to show you that I'm mad. I'm not going to tell you it's okay. If I'm feeling insecure or jealous about something, I'm going to let you know that these emotions are happening. So that you know. Now you done learned everything about me. Now it's easy for you to pull, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Just, it's easy for you to, like, manipulate me. You learn everything about me, but I don't really know that much about you because you've been pretending to be somebody that you're not.
And that's why I tell you, I dose people.
Mm-hmm.
Small doses.
Little increments.
Because it's just like, I have to one, I've learned to trust myself with trusting people with information about me. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to do it in small doses. Yes, this is me 100% of the time. I don't pump fake for not a soul. I don't care about what people think about me. Da-da-da. Yep, take that, run. I see you next week. Then you could come back and then I see what you did with that information. Did you give me anything in return? No. You ain't getting nothing else from me. I had to learn to microdose people of who I am. I'm giving you as much as you give me. You may get a little more because I'm an open book. I'm very transparent. Everybody, I mean, most of my embarrassing moments was lived out publicly. So, what you see is what you get at this point. I am not ashamed of a thing. Like, this just reminded me of when you walked. Shut up. Okay, sidebar. I am known. I don't care what age I am in life. Ooh, baby gonna fall. I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing. The wind could blow the wrong way and throw me off. I'm going to take a little tumble. Charlotte takes the tumble all the time. I was walking. This is when I lived down the street from the shop she was working at. And I was walking. Apparently, I didn't realize the curve was high, so when I ain't stepped high enough, and baby took a tumble, broke my phone, all that. But
made me walk with her so I could see where the curve was unleveled.
Because I need y'all to believe my story. I didn't just fall because I fell. There was actually a man-made mistake in making of the sidewalk.
Ooh. Anyway, get back to it.
But on the other hand, do I think men have become, I won't say insecure, I just say very emotional? Yes. I blame podcasts.
Shut up.
But no, hear me out. And I'm not saying this because we're a woman pod, right? Mm-hmm. But you see the men with mics. You see the men doing these pods and they become so expressive of how they feel. Ooh. And they state how much
Irv Gotti. Did you see that?
Listen, and it's only making him look worse because you preyed on Ashanti. It's coming out that you practically prayed and tried to rape this girl, but that's another topic for another day. I think it's just more of people get these podcasts, men get these podcasts and go on a I hate women rant. Mm-hmm. And I think where they mess up at, and it's not like they're not saying anything wrong. It's how it's presented is wrong and distasteful. It's just more so men have been bottling up emotions for so long. Now that it's coming out, it's like word vomit. Mm-hmm. It's not organized. It's all over the place, and it just seems bashful. To whereas, I mean, I'm fine with it. Rant. That's what the mics are for. Say what you want to say. I can't stop you, but at least put some organization to your thoughts. Yeah. Give us some facts with it of statistics and stuff.
They need you. They need the layout.
They need my pod coaching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do pod coaching. I help you with topic layouts, formatting, everything, discussion for everything, start to finish.
How is your flow?
Intro to outro. Boom. Holla at me. The pod coach at nightshadeville.org. So yeah.
I just like that commercial, right?
Yeah, I just think it's more of that. I blame podcasts. I blame YouTube. It started with American Idol.
Who, Simon Cowell?
No, I'm just saying, first off, American Idol opened the world up to feel as though now they could judge freely. Mm-hmm. That's one. Two, then when the pandemic hit and everybody discovered podcasting all of a sudden, it's like, oh, now I got a mic to sit behind instead of a computer to spew these thoughts into, and more people can hear me because my tweets is not going as far as I want.
Right.
So I think it's just that aspect, and men have become the highlight of that. So it's easier to pinpoint and be like, you're the problem. I don't think they're necessarily the problem. I think they just have misdirected emotions and don't know how to properly or effectively communicate them. So yeah, they could be insecure.
Okay, now, are we blaming the mamas?
Oh, that's a tricky part. I mean, I think that's why we talk about the difference in how we raise our sons compared to my daughter, because it's just more so of, we want to teach our sons how to properly communicate their emotions, or when something's bothering them or whatever it may be. But at the same time, it's also teaching them in that moment, be strong and be firm, and don't come across timid and weak because you are tapping into emotions.
Right.
And it's the having the balance of that. So I can't say I blame the mom, because you can't blame the mama without blaming the grandmama, without blaming the great grandmama. And sometimes you got to be like, I blame the daddy, because if you wasn't absent, or whatever role you took on,
what your emotions look like.
Exactly. So,
but then,
and as an adult, at some point as an adult, you got to stop blaming who raised you and take the initiative to figure that shit out for yourself.
What I get scared is, yes, I'm teaching my baby how to properly communicate. I'm teaching him what his emotions look like, how to not just automatically go to anger. Like, you ain't got to be mad and cry because your ear pods wouldn't go in your ears.
Right.
Like,
or the right one fell out before the left.
But I'm weary. I'm not scared, because I'm not scared of anything, because I know I'm raising a strong man. I'm weary of society taking some type of lead at some point in time.
It will.
Because we are teaching our sons this.
Right.
But there's also people that we know that are our age that have sons that still be calling their sons a bitch because they crying.
I see it as, I mean, it's inevitable. At some point, we have to release our babies to the world and let the world do what it do. But at that point, you got to trust that you raise the child you know your child ought to be. So whatever they go through in society, it won't shape who they already been formed to be. It will just mold them into a stronger version of that.
Saying that.
Yeah.
Because I say that about my daddy all the time. And my father has been telling me since I was able to go to step off the porch. I know who I raised. I ain't worried about it. And it's like, Daddy, you not scared that? And he be like, I know you got you. I know who I raised. I ain't worried about it.
And and we getting so sidetracked. But as parents, we got to remember those kind of words sit with your child. I know who I raised. I'm not worried about it. So when you go out, my daddy ain't worried about me because he know I'm going to make the right decisions. And it's not that he told you to make the right decision. Now you want to make those right decisions because my daddy ain't worried.
How many times somebody be like, oh, you want to do? I'm like, my daddy might see that.
Not in my daddy car. Not in my daddy car.
Not my daddy car.
Prom night was awesome. I'm going to just
You
say
got
that.
ice cream.
Not in my daddy car. Woo. Hey, Daddy, we took your car on that night. We had fun.
We did.
We had so much
a ball.
fun. It was so many rooms in that car, but we had fun. Breathe out the window. It was a lot happening, baby. But I think with society, it's just a major shift that's happening. And honestly, I'm scared of where it's going because I want my son to have the opportunity to be a man.
Right.
And really cater and nurture and love in a relationship how he's supposed to. But at the same time, I want my daughters to be strong. And independent and not have to worry about nothing, but still teaching them of when to
calm it down.
When and not even calm it down. When it's acceptable, and I say this all the time, when you gotta know when it's acceptable. You could be Superwoman 24/7, but at some time Superwoman gotta take off her cape. Knowing when it's acceptable to take it off, who it's acceptable to take it off for. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. So I still want to instill in the basics of it, but just add on that extra layer we didn't get. Right. We only seen our mothers be strong, our fathers still handle their duties, but separately. Not my daddy, her daddy. We seen all that, but now it's just like when you raising your own child, how can I blend all that to make this one human, even though I don't have the...
I had a proud mommy moment the other day with knowing that I'm teaching him proper, like, emotions and cues and stuff. We was in the house with the man in my life. And I was like... I sat down and just let out a sigh. And automatically he said, "What's wrong?" Automatically my son said, "Mommy, you tired?" I was like...
He knows me.
That's what's wrong. You heard him? Did you hear that? Oh, that's my baby. He paid attention to me.
Of course.
And I just want him to be able to do that for somebody else one day.
Right.
And if you, to this, right now, if you call him down here and say, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" that baby gonna say a husband.
Listen.
Like, what?
Listen, his God gonna cultivate the best husband there is.
He wants to be a husband. He say all the time, he want to be a husband, he want to have a wife, and he want to have a daughter.
Aww. No son?
Like,
he said, I already got
I don't know.
one.
He, every time you ask him, he'd be like, "Yeah, because my daughter."
I think
what are you talking about?
That boy said, "I know how I am right now. I don't want to deal with this." It's all set. I'm all set. I mean, I just pray for our kids all around. The period. All around. Because society, y'all can have it. It's trash. It's trash. Y'all can have it. About 2060. Oh, would I be here?
I don't know.
That's 40 more years.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes,
God damn.
here.
All right, 2088. I think I'll tap out. Y'all can do whatever y'all want at that point. At that point, because 2060, goddamn, I'm still being this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? It sounds like a new millennium. God damn.
I was about to say, ain't it?
It's not.
It's not.
Woo. And on that note, look, on that note,
it's your girl Sault.
and your girl Peppa.
We just gave you
No tea, straight seasoning. You already know what it is and what we do. Now, go subscribe.
Press the button.
Go subscribe.
Click the button.
Go subscribe.
Press the button.
Go subscribe on YouTube. Our goal is 500 subscribers, and we'll be doing a merch giveaway. Wherever you listen to the podcast at, whether it's here on Facebook, leave a review. If it's on Pandora, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever platform you listening to on, just hit the button to subscribe. That's all we need.
We got a TikTok too.
We got a TikTok, an Instagram, a Facebook, a Twitter.
All that.
All that good stuff. And I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but it's hoodie season again, or approaching.
Period.
And S&P
I
hoodies.
get a black one. Mom, I
love
can't
my black
wear my
one.
white one. It's
It's
just
just
white.
yeah, you don't want to get it dirty.
Yeah.
But S&P hoodies is back. Our crop tops is back. Make sure y'all go to SaultnPeppa.CT. Get y'all merch. We got the Soulful shirts up. Get those before the summer colors change and those go down. Yeah, all that good stuff. We talk about that right now?
Yeah, when your book drop, let them know.
So your girl has officially been done with her book. I Am Available, Becoming So Full will be available for pre-sale starting September 1st. I will have that posted. And the ebook will be on pre-sale, shall I say. The paperback will go on sale September 15th. I have been elated on my journey of releasing this book. It is very transparent. It is a testament of how I became this version of myself. I just pray and hope that somebody gets something from it.
You know what I'm singing in my head?
What?
Go best friend, that's my best friend. Go best friend, that's my best friend. She better, she better, she better.
So when y'all talk about me, make sure y'all say she's an author too.
Author.
But yes, look out for that. We have the links up on our page, on my personal Instagram, Peppa.CT. Y'all already follow me on Facebook, stalkers. So y'all can catch it on there. But yes, I will go for pre-sale, ebook pre-sale September 1st. Paperback and ebook will release September 15th. I was excited. So yeah. I did that. 2,
5, 6, 7, 8.